guys, so Cookie Kingdom has uploaded their next video for Awakened Hollyberry Cookie. More of how she is gonna actually look. Though my shield lies shattered, my passion burns brighter than ever. So let's watch this together and see what we have with Hollyberry Awakened.
나 홀리베리 쿠키가 전장에 다시 돌아왔다.
Holy moly. I'm sure you guys don't understand, but what Hollyberry actually says here is that Hollyberry Cookie, has returned to the battlefield. Alright, so she absolutely looks wonderful. And if you guys actually look closely right over here, she actually does have wings. Alright, so she actually is going to be that Valkyrie that we have been talking about. Alright, so the wings that Eternal Sugar Cookie has, Hollyberry also does have. But look at her! Holy moly, look at her! She looks crazy. Alright, I'm so excited for this. She has a huge power up right over here, guys. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I would have to say her transformation is like the most like epic in a sense. It's not soft. It's not anything like that. She actually destroys the terrain. She does that, superhero like stance. And then she's like, going and actually transforming into this warrior, this cookie that is going to protect the other cookies. All right, I'm super excited, but I want to talk about the things that you definitely want to not be doing right now. I talked about the things you should be doing. Let's talk about the things you should not be doing. So let's get into that as well with the game. Alright guys, so we have gotten the actual look at how Hollyberry Awakened is going to be looking once her Awakened form is out. And yesterday I made a video about what you should be doing right now in order to prepare for that update, which is going to be coming out on June 3rd/4th, depending on the time zone that you guys currently live in. And with that being said, we are going to be looking out for the patch note as well as what the update is going to actually in store. But in today's video, I want to talk about the things that you should not be doing right now before the update goes live. So let's talk about the first thing, and that is going to be no other than the gacha. As of right now, the gacha for Eternal Sugar is still going to be here for another 18 days. The thing that you do not want to be doing, of course, before a big update like this is going to be spending your cookie cutters as well as your crystals, and most importantly is going to be your faithful cookie cutters. So I did talk about this as well in my to-do list, is to save. To not do list, of course, is not to spend the faithful cookie cutter. And the reason why I say this is because of the fact that even before the banner of Eternal Sugar, maybe, as well as Hollyberry Awakened banner is over, which is when they're added to the regular banner, the new theme of Eternal Sugar and Hollyberry Awakened is going to be added into this. And that means that you are going to be able to use your faithful cookie cutters to have a chance of pulling those two before they're added to the standard banner, as well as once you hit that 300, then you are going to be able to get that pity copy as well. Most of the time, people choose the one that they do not have, or one that is a little less promoted or awakened in this particular case. But the thing that you do need to, another thing that you need to not forget to do is going to be spending your tickets. The tickets actually do have an expiration date, so you guys make sure we have 4 days until the next update goes live. Make sure that you use your tickets. All right, if you don't, then I'm sorry guys, it's gonna be gone and you're not gonna be able to use it, and it's gonna be a waste for you guys. All right, so make sure to do that. And then another thing is going to be, please do not pull on the costume right now. It has been confirmed that Hollyberry Awakened as well as Eternal Sugar are going to both getting a legendary costume, just like how we did with Pure Vanilla and Shadow Mill. These two particular cookies that we have for this particular update is going to be receiving their particular legendary costume. How do they look? I have no idea, but you know, sometimes it can be pretty rough getting your legendary costumes even with the quote-unquote rate up. So please do not spend your rainbow cubes. There is not even a banner right now. Make sure to save up your rainbow cubes so that you have a chance of pulling the 2 costume, because the PD said it's gonna look amazing. Another thing that I want to talk about is gonna be in today's bounty. The reason why I do this is because there's still people that, you know, either are new or have not known about this, is going to be, you know, commenting, hey, I did not know about this. All right, please do not forget, or please do not just farm random skill powders. All right now Hollyberry Awakened is going to be a defense cookie. Raspberry Cookie, who is pretty much like 99% sure that's going to be getting a magic candy as well as a rework, is going to be a charge cookie. If you guys are specifically wanting to farm those powders, then please click on this button and choose either the charge or defense or whatever the class that you want to farm, and then make sure to do that. All right, you have an 80% extra burning time right now. You are going to be getting a ton more, so you do not want to be wasting your, you know, usage or your tries on random skill powder. If you click on this, you're going to get random 27. You want to be specifically going for the one that you want. All right, this is something that, you know, still a lot of people do not know about, so I want to include that in here. And another thing I want to talk about is going to be, of course, please do not spend your juicy stamina jelly unless you are doing Monster Menace. And if you're doing that 2 times a day, all right, which is going to be a total of 12 different runs, then you should automatically be able to go and finish this juicy stamina jelly challenge as well, so that's not going to be a problem. Please do not use your juicy stamina jelly except for the Monster Menace, which is absolutely amazing, because obviously if you guys go to this, you have a chance of getting biscuits, legendary biscuits on top of that as well, like this one, and as well as you have a bunch of soul stones that you are able to get. I believe this one so far has up to Shadow Milk, and then that one afterwards I believe should be including the Eternal Sugar as well later down the line. And of course we have this box, which I love. This is the box I love. It gives you rainbow cubes, it gives you faithful cookie cutters, as well as radiant biscuit doughs, crystals, and all that good stuff. So make sure to go and do your Monster Menace. It is absolutely important for you to go and take advantage of this, as well as just after that save up your juicy stamina jelly, because again, you're gonna have the new episode 10, and then you want to at least look at the story, get the clear rewards, and all of the mission that are going to be pretty much, you know, coming with that particular update. And then of course with that, you want to be saving up your juicy stamina jelly. Don't forget to go and farm it here inside of the town square. It is going to be where you can literally just AFK and farm 120 each day. Right now you have about 4 days left. That means a total of about 480 of the juicy stamina jelly you are able to farm. So why not do it? It's gonna be enough for you to probably clear up all of episode 10 with that. Alright guys, another thing I want to talk about is going to be inside of the Beast Raid. As of right now, you guys have the Beast Raid Expert as of right now, and then with the next update, we are going to be getting the new Master Mode right over here that is going to be coming out, and then after that, we are going to be getting the Challenge Mode. This is going to allow you to see a total of 2 new restocks. So we're going to have this one, and then we're going to have a restock, and then we're going to have another restock. So we're going to have a total of 3 different shops, which most likely are going to have the same exact or very similar, you know, items inside of the shop. In this particular case, there are things that you want to be buying and things that you want to be not spending on. But the most important thing, of course, is going to be your soul stone for Eternal Sugar. But I would personally recommend you guys, and a lot of people actually did comment inside of my other video as well, probably the Beast Raid ticket is going to be something that you want to buy as well, just because your return on investment is actually pretty good right over here. So you can do this, and then you get your 600. You can go and buy some extra tickets, which is 3 So if you do buy that right now, then you can go and literally do it 3 more times, and then that's gonna give you guys 900. So you can see, like, you know, you're gonna get a lot more coins at the end. So I would recommend you guys, before the shop refreshes, buy up all of your tickets and then get all of your, you know, basic materials as well, because every time you do clear it, you get radiant biscuit doughs, you get regular biscuit dough, you get bites and things like that. So it actually does work in your favor to go and buy up all of your tickets before the refresh happens. And then once you do that, you are able to go and claim your beast reward as well. And then later down the line, you know, you're able to go and buy out like your cookie cutters, radiant biscuit dough, which I do recommend you guys to do. You guys can go and buy up the biscuits as well here, but something that I want you guys to not do, all right, is going to be right over here, going to the beast raid and collecting these particular tickets. I would recommend you guys to save up these particular tickets for the master or challenge mode if you guys are able to do so, because of the fact that this is not going to be disappearing. Something that you want to save until the very end, and then clear out your missions as well, because there is most likely going to be missions where you have to clear a certain number of beast raid, or, you know, times a beast raid. So I would recommend you guys to save up these tickets and not, you know, use them. And then while we are talking about the beast raid, please do your boss rush. All right, this is a message to myself as well, but this is going to be another place where you could go and get your soul stone. So please do not slack off on this. Do not be wasting this time where you are able to go and get 100 of the cookie cutters, as well as soul stones and extra stuff like skill powders, which is going to be amazing, radiant biscuit dough. So something that I will recommend you guys to go and do. I will be doing this before the event does end, because also you are going to be able to get some ranking reward as well. So please take advantage of the boss rush. Do not forget to do them. And then of course, besides that, the thing that I would recommend you guys to not do is going to be spending your EXP star jellies on things like other cookies right now at this time. All right, you have about 4 days until the next update does come out, which means that Hollyberry Awaken is going to come out. Raspberry Match Candy / Rework is going to be coming out, which means a lot of things are going to change, because right now inside of the arena, no tank comps are very, very popular. But once Hollyberry Awaken comes out, it is guaranteed that Hollyberry is going to change that meta very, very, very much, because she is going to be a tank. That no tank meta is most likely going to disappear. What kind of teams are going to come out, I have no idea as of right now, but that is the reason why I would recommend you guys to save up your resources, so that you guys do have a chance of actually building those particular cookies, especially even for the beast raid as well, so that you guys are able to not miss out on it, and, you know, not regret building certain cookies that might disappear from the meta for arena or stuff like that. So that is why I don't recommend you guys to use your stuff at this point of the update. And if you guys really need to do something, then use the Hall of Ancient Hero that I talked about from the last video as well. But that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys are excited for. Hollyberry Awaken absolutely look amazing. I'm super excited for the update, and yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.